So, hello, this is Simon from Mash.ie, and I'm going to be reviewing the CPen Reader Pen. This pen retails for £230 sterling, so if we convert that over to Irish to the euro, in Ireland here, that's around €300 at this time of the recording. Hope you enjoyed the review. This is the box, comes in a nice little box, and there's actually very little in it. There's two things that you should be aware of, which are your charging device, which is just a USB normal micro SD charger, so it will charge not off normal batteries but off your lithium batteries like your phone. You also have the actual pen itself, which comes in this nice little package inside when you open it. This is what it looks like. When I first looked at it, it looks a little bit like a pregnancy test, strangely enough, but it is a lot more powerful than that, and certainly a lot less scary. So this is the device that has all the power. I'm going to show you how it reads words, basically reads text from 3 different children books, just to see how that works out. I'll also show you its dictionary feature. I'm not going to go into any other details because they're not really relevant to primary school level. It does have an audio recorder on it, which is kind of useful, so I mean, but I'm not going to demonstrate that. It's just, it can be used as a kind of a very basic dictaphone, though the memory wouldn't be great for recording massive interviews, but good for just recording voice notes and things like that. There's a few different options. It also reads a few different languages. I'm just going to concentrate on English for this, but it also does French and Spanish quite nicely. If I was fluent in French or Spanish, I'd probably know a bit more. I'm not, so I can't really verify that, but let's go and check it, reading out 3 children's books for this review. Now, I'm just going to test out 3 children's books with the CPen Reader Pen. We have Mr. Jelly, Dear Greenpeace, and Gorilla. These are the 3 books we're going to try out. We'll start off with I suppose, what I consider the most famous of all. This was around in my childhood, Mr. Jelly, and see how the CPen copes with the text from Roger Hargreaves. So what we'll do is we'll press down, a light comes on, and we'll go across.
Mr. Jelly poured some cornflakes out of a packet.
Perfect, so it was able to do that, and I'm just trying to put it so you can actually even read the text there as well. So I'm not sure if you can see that well, but it has worked perfectly. So we'll go on to a bigger book, and we're going to look at this Gorilla by Anthony Brown. So the text is slightly bigger, and so this book will be used in infant classes. And again, we're going to try this. Hannah was frightened. So we'll just try the first few words and see how it goes with that.
Hannah was frightened.
No problem at all. Again, it's different font, bigger writing, but no hassle to it there. So quite pleased with that. Now, let's see how it handles funny writing. Well, maybe not normal fonts. So, Dear Greenpeace has a different font now. This is where it may not work because it's not a regular font. So those 2 fonts would have been regular fonts. This, I suppose, isn't a regular font. So we'll have a look at that. So kind of deal with something like handwriting. So again, we'll scan.
I love JPOLPC very much.
As you can hear, it won't pick up on kind of on writing. It's kind of similar to handwriting. This is really for typed text. I mean, that's absolutely fine. Here's on the following pages, italics. We'll just see how it handles italics.
Here are some details about.
There we go. So it does work for seems to be any typeface of a regular typeface, like Times New Roman or I suppose serif and sans serif text, but it won't work for handwriting, so it's very important to know that. Also, I tested out whether it could read text off a computer screen. I was using a MacBook, and it wasn't able to do that. I suppose again, the screen is emitting light, as is the CPen, so it's obviously not going to work for there. So that's 3 examples of 3 different styles of writing where the CPen has succeeded when it's a typed text, but if it's a handwritten text, it's not going to succeed in reading out. So just keep that in mind when you're using the CPen. Other than that, it's absolutely perfect. I'm going to try and use the dictionary feature of the CPen and see how that gets along. I've got Mr. Jelly here again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and scan the word empty here and see what happens. I missed that one there. I'll try again. Empty. Okay, and then I might want to just hear what that means. So again, this will read it out.
Empty, MPT, ADJTS1, containing nothing. 2, without inhabitants, vacant or unoccupied. 3, carrying no load, passengers.
So as you can hear, it's the Collins dictionary there, and it might be a little bit confusing for children, but it certainly can read the word out, or even it's quite a lot of a definition for the word empty. I think I might stop that. So anyway, as you can see, that's not the easiest one to go. But if I change the setting up here to OPT English as an option, or Collins Dictionary, let's go with OPT English and try it with the same definition. So again, we'll scan the word empty if I can get it right. It can be quite tricky with small words. I haven't managed it there. Let's try now.
Empty.
So let's try empty.
Empty. Empty adjective. Emptier. Emptiest. An empty place or container has nothing or no one in it. The shop had an empty flat above it. Diana waved her empty glass, hoping for more emptiness. Noun empty verb. Empties emptying. Entered. 1. To empty something is to make it empty. 2.
Okay, so again, it's giving a lot of a definition for something like empty with an example there. So that dictionary may be slightly better for children, but again, there may be a little bit too much in it. So that's the dictionary there. I think it's pretty handy, I guess, if you've got a very long word. Empty is a very easy word, I suppose, and has lots and lots of definitions. I suppose if I looked at the word glanced on this page, we'll see if that gives them something else, because I think... No, I got that wrong there. Let's try again.
Glanced.
There we are, glanced. And what we can do there is...
Glanced. Glanced.
It comes from glance.
Glances, glancing, glanced. 1. To glance at something is to look at it quickly. 2. To glance.
I think it's kind of fine when it gives the first definition. It's kind of handy. So if I was to recommend anything, I probably might... There could be a simpler version for children. If they could do some sort of children's dictionary, that might make things a little bit easier when using the CPen. But a very, very good tool there for defining words. So once you get used to it, it can work quite nicely.